Hello, this is a hot August day in Rome, and I want to speak about statistics and languages. I'm not a mathematician, I'm not good at maths, as usually as it usually happens when it comes to people who have a flair for languages. But I intuited something. The importance of the occurrence of a sentence, of a structure, of a word, in order for us to absorb and internalize this. Why do people have a language in common? Language is a huge thing. There are in English millions of words, but in spite of that, we know that everybody knows the word table, everybody knows the word cat, because there is a core of words that everybody knows, and that there is a wider core that nearly everybody knows. There is another layer of words that, let's say, half of the population knows, and so on and so forth. The problem is, if you live in the country for statistical reasons, because you're exposed 24/7, means the whole time, to the language, statistically you will learn the basic words, because statistics works usually on wide numbers, on huge numbers. When you're not exposed so much to the language, statistically there are less chances that you absorb the basics words. It's like when you in a casino, if you're there for hours, most likely every number comes out. I don't know the right words, but if you stay 10 minutes, you can have for example 5-10 times the same number. But when you have huge numbers, statistics works. So what can we do when we're not exposed so much to English, and we want to know the basic language? The main mistake English learners make is thinking that whatever works. No, it doesn't work like this. Mainly for a language so rich in words, idioms, like English. If for example, I'm a beginner and I'm exposed to normal English, statistically, I will be exposed also to words that I'm not supposed to know on this level, at this stage. So the simple idea is to be exposed to useful, absorbable language, to a level of language that concerning speed, rate, and vocabulary is fit for us. Okay? So if you are an intermediate, you shouldn't learn words that are proficiency words. Okay? For example, acolyte, you shouldn't know unless there is a specific reason for you to understand, to know that word. But since your ability. You cannot learn everything. You're not a computer. You need to process these words in your mind. You should learn the word they are useful on your level. That is why they invented textbooks. That is why you should buy readers. A reader is a book conceived and geared towards students. I'll show you. I'll show you some. I haven't prepared some. So I have showed this. I've shown this. The coldest place on Earth. This is level 1. That is why the language is easy. This has 400 headwords, so the level and the speed is like this. On November the 11th, the Norwegians saw the mountains. The mountains were very high, some of the highest on earth. Bjaland smiled. "There is good skiing up there, road," he said, "but can dogs get up there too?" This is level 1. Level 2 would sound like this. Soapy sat on seat in Madison Square, New York, and looked up at the sky. A dead leaf fell onto his arm. Winter was coming, and Soapy knew that he must make his plans. He moved unhappily on his seat. He wanted 3 months in a nice warm prison with food and good friends. So the speed. Okay, I'm reproducing this. I think it is like this. So this is level 1, 2. Level 4 is a little bit like this. Gulliver's Travels. I was born in Nottinghamshire, and I was the third of 5 sons. My father was not a rich man, but he was able to send me to Cambridge University, where I studied for 3 years. When I left college, I continued my studies and became a doctor. But I always wanted to travel, and so I made several voyages as a ship's doctor. When I married my wife Mary, however, I planned to stay at home for a while. But after a few years, I discovered I was not earning enough money for my patients. I decided to go to sea again, and this time I joined a ship sailing to the islands in the South Pacific Ocean. We started our journey from Bristol on May the 4th, 1699. Last level I have, and I'm not sure it is the last level, is this. Obviously, if there is written, if the title is American Crime Stories, this is supposed to be American. So I shoot, or the CD, this goes with the CD, that's the important thing. Death Wish, Lawrence Block. The cops saw the car stopped on the bridge, but didn't think too much about it. People often stopped their cars on the bridge late at night when there was not much traffic. The bridge was over the deep river that cut the city neatly in two, and the center of the bridge provided the best view of the city. Suicide liked the bridge too. The cop didn't think of that until he saw a man get out of the car, walk slowly along the footpath at the edge, and put a hand on the trigger. So buy these things. These things are not expensive. Maximum tops 10 euros, and it's a good exercise. Use textbooks If you have a teacher, okay, so you will be exposed to the right language, okay? And if you want to do some extra work, be sure that you're exposed to a level in English that is suitable for you, okay? Don't go random. That is very, very important. When I train, I run, I know my age, I know my fitness, and I wouldn't go for a training program that it was conceived for young runners or accomplished runners or competitive runners. In spite of that, I want to be good, I have to take into account my age, how long I've been running up to now. That means I quit running for many years and I started again, okay? And I really couldn't and wouldn't follow a program that is much too advanced for my level, or the opposite, a program for absolute beginners, because in spite of my age, I've been running for many years, and I think that I have I'm good at running physically. So I have some feedback. So if you try a level and you don't understand anything, or too little, or you understand everything, it means it's not suitable for you. When I run and I train, I should be tired after the training, but not exhausted and with so many pains. I shouldn't hurt too much. I shouldn't hurt after 2 or 3 days. It means that this program is too much for me. I will overtrain, I will be exhausted, and it doesn't work. The same thing goes for languages, okay? Be realistic. Not too much, not too little. And when you're exposed to English, it's very important to be exposed to the language. Try to be exposed to a language that you can process. Okay? Bye.